Best way to do expense.
Well, howdy ho. Back. What in the. Oh. Got to pop on really. Still not feeling that brilliant. Early on this evening, Scott was at Wells, Swift detecting, John Clayton, Terry digging down, Hud Max detecting, channel members very much. And there we go. Taking the past. Thank you very much. It's not going to be the usual all bells all here again. Best of weeks. Not really right with the tooth, so the antibiotics. Go on the top of that. I had COVID jab. Yeah. Got a thumping headache and still my arm, which is a dead arm. Not feeling too bad, but lack of energy, drained. But there we go. Thought I'd make the effort, and I've not been on weeks. Viper joining us. Ian's on. Thanking you. Feeling a little bit better, Ian. Gonna have a chat and give it an hour here again. It's not right to be. Might keep. Girls use this mic. They're still cutting out now. Ian, girls have taken over this computer for their online learning. Right. I'll have a look. Bear with me. So it's bang it up to about 88. That should make the loudness better. How is that, people? Still cutting out. Is it all right now, Ian? I've just adjusted the input volume. Is that okay now? Ian. Hello, Rick, Fat Phil, you're on. Thanks for joining. I'm hoping that's working. What they do on this computer when I'm not here, I don't know. Hopefully you can hear me. I can see the output going up on the software, so hopefully the sound's okay. Better now, thanks Viper. Radio. Long story short, you probably know I had a raging toothache for the last couple of weeks. They give me some antibiotics and it's sort of helped a heck of a lot. It's still hurting a bit, and I'm just waiting for the call really to go in and have the tooth out. But me and Mrs. Sifter had our COVID injection jab yesterday, and I got a real banging head and a dead arm, and I just feel drained. But I think it was the Oxford one I had, and I've heard people who react to it quite badly with the full on flu symptoms, but luckily I've not had that. John got £8 spot fine sitting in my car on my dinner. I wasn't impressed. What did you get, £80? Where were you then, John? Where were you sitting to get an £80 fine, for goodness sake? Okay, 17 on. I'm just having a chat. I'm just going to chat. I'm going to hang it out as long as my head lets me. There's going to be no show your fines or giveaways. I've not planned any anyway. I'm just thought I'd come on, show myself, just show that I'm still alive, and then disappear. Hopefully next week, if I can get sorted out, I'll go back to normal. So I need your pictures of your fines and everything. You know the score. Richard Sherrill Digger, good evening to you. Thanks for coming on. Right, hopefully the mic's okay. As I say, I'm just going to sit here and chat. Really. Don't feel a full ticket, to be fair. There we go. How's people been doing? Have you been out? Have you found some nice gear? What have you found? I must confess I've not been out. It's just too manic with homeschooling. But hopefully 8th of March, they're phasing the kiddywinkles back to school. So hopefully I'll be able to disappear off without feeling guilty about leaving Mrs. Sifter to do all the homeschooling. So hopefully I'll get out in the field. Ian's on painkillers. Yeah, I had these. They sounded fairly innocent. I went to the pharmacy and said I got a real bad toothache. Getting it looked at next week. Yeah, sort of. What can you give me? And they gave me these. That says paracetamol and codeine. I thought, well, that's okay. And they're great. They're really brilliant. If you look at the not side effects, the sheet what come with it, actually the liver converts it into morphine. So 2 of them and I'm out of it. That's brilliant. Terry found my first bottle dump the other day. Going to try that as well. Good man. Viper's been out. Excuse me. Managed another Roman marble piece. Good. You got a good field. I've yet to establish what my good fields on my new permission are. But so I got this new permission, but between COVID and the weather, I've not been on it much. So I don't know what the good bits are and the bad bits are. It's not as big as my old permission, but it's got some history on it. So hopefully we'll get out there and find something. Swift detecting, excuse me, went out, found old 50p, an old 5 and a key, all in 3 different holes very close. Then hit another spot and found an old pound coin and an old 1 penny. Oh well, there you go. At least you find some coins. Codeine, right? Yeah, codeine is rum stuff. Rum stuff. Diazepam, 5ml 2 times a day. Yeah, okay. Sound like you rattle, mate. You rattle. We can jump up and down. Aaron's on board. Good evening, Aaron. South Coast Detecting. Thanks ever so much. It's just going to be a quick on and off tonight, Aaron, because I still feel crap with the tooth and the after effects of the COVID jab, which I had yesterday. Dig it, Mark. Good evening to you. Nice to see you on board. It's just going to be a quick in and out tonight. So, you know, just thought about show that I'm still alive, really, because I've not been on for a couple of weeks, and you know, you might have thought I've shuffled off. So I don't know. Hopefully, get the kiddywinkles back to school, then I can reclaim my man cave and keep my computer to myself, because that's my little pride and joy area. And they come in and they do their high school online learning, and they fiddle about, and you come back and there's all these things been changed, and they mess about with the mics, and you know, I don't know. Terry said, what, woke up just about 15 minutes ago. Decided to change my setup. I don't really get on with the chest cam. I have my camera on my chest with a load of bra straps, you know the score. And because I'm old, I can't really see the back of the camera. So I've gone over to this. I've set me my cheapy Bovlov camera, and I've got a little selfie stick. Just bought one of these little tiny, teeny ones, but that will extend right out. And I got myself a spike, so I can jam it in the ground, in theory, and then film the hole. So I should be doing a lot of talking to camera, and then just showing you bits and bobs, and then hopefully, I think I should be able to film some digging of holes, but we'll see. Not tested it yet. decided to invest in one of these bits of kit here. You may or may not use the same system, but quite impressed with it. It gives some good audio. Got to save up for a GoPro. If anybody has got a couple of £100 I could have, I'd like a. Well, I say I want a GoPro. I do and I don't. I mean, what do you do? I mean, GoPro are the go-to action cameras, but I hear so many horror stories about them. How they freeze and you know, and you can't put an external mic in it without spending £50 on a mic adapter. Then on the road, nines, the mic adapters don't work because the software is not right, and they got to do all the firm, you know, upgrades and that. I just hear so many nightmare stories about GoPros that sort of puts you off, you know. And I'm thinking, do you go GoPro or do you just go for a DJI Osmo action camera? I don't know. What are your views? Evening Russian Digger, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. GoPros 3 to 6. I'd like the GoPro 9 just for the reason, because they got a front screen, haven't they? Obviously you got your usual back screen, but if you're talking to it, you can frame yourself up if you get a front screen on it. So that's the only reason I'd go for a GoPro 9. But there's so many horror stories. Have you got a GoPro? Have you got any problems with freezing or firmware what don't work? I mean, what's the score with a GoPro? Osmo Action is better. Do you have an Osmo Action then, Swift? So I think if I remember rightly, the Osmo Action has got 2 screens, but you can only have one on at a time. You can either have the back one on or the front one on. I think the GoPro, you are both on at the same time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ian, GoPro 7 Black works great. You need a fast memory card. Southern Searcher Metal Detecting UK. Good evening to you. Thanks for coming on. Much appreciated. We're just talking about GoPros and the pros and cons of a GoPro. Aaron's an iPhone user. You edit on the phone as well? I can't do that. It's too fiddly. I like to sit down in front of me big monitors and do it. Let's try. You youngsters, you see, you got better eyes than me, and you can do it on a small screen. I can't. Dig up Marts. Got the Hero 7 Black. Haven't had a problem with mine. So, has anybody with a GoPro had any problem with freezing? Because I did look on a well-known online shopping type company, which you could get a GoPro 9. I think if you bought it without the cloud subscription, it's 400 and something. But then there's a deal for something like 325, and you get a year's cloud for free. But that doesn't stop there, does it? You pay 325 for the GoPro 9, then you've got to buy a new case for it to hold the mic adapter. That's another 50 quid, so that's nearly 400 quid. You know, that just keeps going on. You can't just plug a mic into a GoPro, can you? You've got to buy an extra 50 quid's worth of kit to do it. Silent Searcher edits and films and edits on the phone. Pomsy, good evening, Pomsy. Got a GoPro 6 and 7 and don't have a laptop. Philip, hi Alexander. No point paying for an equivalent camera. So you only use it twice a year. Taking a piss. No, well, exactly. I mean, this old Bovlov thing, that does decent, you know, but if you're doing this, that's going to be all jumping up and down job. But is it worth 400 quid to replace this? I'm just going to give it a go with this first and see how we go. I have to super glue this bottom up. There's a fitting in the bottom of this. selfie stick, which is making a noise, and no doubt that'll come through on the audio, so I better super glue that up. Val, good evening, Val. Nice to see you, another channel member. Thank you very much. Pomsy, the only get the 7, any GoPro new, and you have to send it back if you need to change the lens. I think the 9 you can change the lens on it. I think the 9, did they not go over the 8? You had a fixed lens, and the 9, I think you can change the lens now. I think they've gone back a step with the 9, but it's just, I don't know if I can justify the money, you know, because I said $325 for the camera, another $50 for the mic adapter. I don't know. It's all right for the rich YouTube channels, but you know, when you got a lowly struggling YouTube channel which doesn't, you know, do much, you know, you just can't justify it. It's okay for Aaron; he could buy a GoPro tomorrow, you know. Phil, yes, heard, yeah, 9 you can change your lens. Swift says 9 you can change the lens, only 1 you can. I think some of the older ones, like a 6 or 7, you can change the lens. Correct me if I'm wrong. Terry used my phone S10, top phone, films okay. Then 7 Black is about $250. Yeah, well, you know, if I'm going to spend $250, might as well spend $325. You know what I mean? To get a new one with all the stabilization. I don't know. I'll give the old Bovlov a go and see what happens. Ian said you can change the lens on the 7. Yeah, I think they made the 8 that you couldn't change the lens. So if you broke a lens, damaged it, it's basically you throw the camera away. But they went back, and the 9 you can change your lens. All the money for a GoPro, Steve. Get yourself a new metal detector. I've got 2. I don't want any more metal detectors. I would only consider a GoPro for doing some extreme sports. So who on here now uses a GoPro? Put your hand up. Who uses a GoPro? And if you use a GoPro, are the horror stories I've been hearing that it freezes, it goes off after an hour or whatever, true? You tell me. Val's found a gallstone. Terry says no. Philip says no. I'm assuming you're saying no to the horror stories. Yes, my tooth still hurts. No, I haven't had it done yet. No, I haven't had any root canal. And Val, I had my COVID jab yesterday, and I got a real hurty arm. I got a banging headache, and I just feel drained. Is that normal? Sun Searcher, won't waste your money, mate. Not worth for detecting videos. You can't focus on any fines or anything, to be honest. I'm not a fan of being used. Swift, not for detecting, only for other film contact. Freezing issues does happen with some GoPros. There are workarounds. No, I dangled, mate. I just dangled. I'll be honest with you. I was, you know, silly thing really. I was a bit dreading. I was dreading the jab really, because you look on the tally and you see a damn great needle going all the way, and I think shit, that's going to hurt. But no, I just relaxed, in and out. Like, you know, you'll only feel a small prick, sir. And that was no problem. That's just, I mean, yesterday we got home, because Mrs. Sifter's had it as well, and we thought, blimey, we're all right. Don't feel great. Don't feel bad. This morning, I feel like somebody just jumped on my arm, and as I say, I got this banging head. I've been taking paracetamol for all day, and I just feel knackered. Whether it's just me or whether it is something to do with the jab, I don't know. But I just got no get up and go. My get up and go has got up and gone. Terry went to the dentist. Got to have 2 out. Oh, try to pull them out yourself. No way, no way, no way. I think the main problem of mine, I broke a molar, that had an infection, and the antibiotics have helped. It's still throbbing a bit. You can still feel it, and you think, well, if I don't get it sorted, it's going to come back again. I'm going to have to get some more antibiotics. Aaron says, so no spring detectable. Hope main detectable goes ahead. I'm looking forward to drinking. JD. Oh, Val. Thank you, Val. SpongeBob's doing his bit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you, Val. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, do you want another go in the mug drawer? And as I've mentioned, that's the mug drawer. At the moment, we've got John Clayton, Philip Wills, Derek Naylor, Tom Jr., and Dig It with Will. So should have done the mug drawer tonight, but as I say, I'm just listless. So I will do it next Wednesday. So if you want to be in the mug drawer, just small super chat, small super sticker, and I'll add your name up there, and we'll do the draw next week. So thank you very much, Val. Much appreciated. Be a man's. So that swing on it, she'll pop out. No, that's I've got a silver a crown job there, but it's the one behind it. It's mainly a filling. I know what's going to happen when she gets to pull it out. It's just going to break off level with the gum, like this one did, and they're going to have to start digging around with tire levers and things to try and root it all out. I'm not looking forward to it, but equally, I just want it sorted out. BC Treasure Trials, good evening to you. Technopass to use extra Mike John Pomsey metal detecting. Who's going to bring a shoe then, Aaron? Blimey, Southern Search Metal Detecting UK. Lovely Tiffany & Co. silver bracelet on the beach. Worth 165 quid. And I bet the person who lost that was really miffed. Cut the root out. Well, I won't keep going into this damn tooth scenario, but when I went for this consultation where they couldn't do it, they said that you might have to section the root. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing they cut it and pull it out. I don't know. I mean, best scenario, they'll just pull it, crack it and pull it out. Job done. But I know full well it's going to break off because it's just like a filling. That's all it is. So, and then I don't know what they do. This one here, the previous dentist about 15 years ago broke it off. And then I had to go somewhere else. I swear to God, he had like an easy out and he sort of screwed it in and cracked and that just come out. Easy. Easy, easy. How about a welly? A yard of ale. A yard of JD, my goodness me. John says, cut it into 4, pull out each section on with you. Okay. Chug, chug, chug. Well, I didn't really think that the spring detector would go ahead, in all honesty, but hopefully the summer one will. And yeah, just looking forward to seeing you guys. I did miss it last year. Normally a good do. I'll be there for main detectable goes ahead. Who can get to the main summer detectable if it goes ahead? Hands up. Who would like to go? Who can go? Who will be able to go? Philip Wells, my old dentist snapped part of my. Oh, what? Oh, thanks a bunch. I don't want to go there now. How the heck can he snap part of my jaw out? Thanks. You are a ray of sunshine. You are. You really are. Camp Sifter. Scotty Dog, Dirt Diggers UK. Thanks, mate. Nice to see you. Viper's going to be there. Terry maybe. Great British Digs on telly now, so I'm taping it. Oh, Terry C. Good evening, Terry C. Cheers. Nice to see you. Aaron will be there. I'll be there even if I have to walk it. Oh, Terry's hoping to camp with Rob. Bending a tooth to the side and he broke a bit of jaw off. Oh, thanks, Philip. So yeah, I'll be there if it goes ahead. In two minds whether to camp or go into a hotel like I did last time, because I'm a bit of a wuss. But the only downside with having to go off site to a hotel is that you miss out on all the fun and frolics late into the night, because you have to leave at, you know, at a decent time. Sun Search Metal Chat UK. It was my first ever event. Can't wait. It'll be great to finally meet you all. It is good. Yeah, you don't have to detect all the while. Yeah, it's a real good event. Get some detecting in, meet people. Yeah, it's good. Good friendly atmosphere. Except if you camp near the French. Oops, shouldn't say that. It'd be good to meet. It would be good for you to meet us, Ash. We're all legends. Nah, I don't claim to be one of them. I'm just some bumbling buffoon who finds stuff now and again. No, seriously, it'd be good to meet up again. Really good. Oh, Terry, don't go mentioning tea bags in front of Rob. You won't sleep for 3 days. Yeah, that is a whole part of it, Southern Searcher. You know, there is plenty of things to do. You can go out and detect every day, all day if you want, but to be fair, it's just nice to chill out and walk around, meet people, and you know. So you see, met most of you guys. We'll try and get there. Excuse me. Not doing a summer event. Doing Detective Event Summer and Cook Memorial, says Pomsey. Southern Search Metal Detecting. I'll be in as part of the Regton crew. Woohoo! You're about to stand at the front and you know, sign autographs for people and Stuart Peake. Hello from Earl's Cone. Nice to see you. This is not a normal well, Suffolk Sifter live stream. They're never normal, are they? To be fair, but just a chat this evening. There's no show your finds, not really planned to do much. Just have a chat and sort of disappear, and just prove that I'm still alive, really, because it's been a funny old 2 weeks. Yes, that's Steve. It'll pass. Yeah, a friend of mine had the is it the Astra whatever jab, and he was bad. He was shakes, you know, cold symptoms. He had it bad for a couple of days, and the surgery, the surgery I went to were doing the Pfizer when I took mother and father-in-law, and then they changed it. They got the Oxford now, so I thought, damn it. And anyway, we've had the Oxford, so we'll see how it goes. Will you be signing autographs next to Sifter? Ian WBC hoping to go. Yeah, it'd be great to see you, Ian. That would be good if you can get there. It's worth it. I mean, I'm in two minds. I might camp. There was an extreme metal detecting UK camp there, which I sort of hitched on, but we one of about 4 or 5 of us did go off and end up in a nice warm hotel. But that was mainly for spring, because spring is not very warm. But summer, I can just see myself. I can get my tent up and long as you get there early enough and you hang about in a lay-by, meet the people you want to camp with, because there's no good getting there after the other guys you want to be with get there, because you get put as you go in. So you need to meet up and all turn up. Steve's got those big dartboard placards to get rid of. Yeah, I do have a couple of them bannery things. Just a wee mini dose of the Rona. Yeah, that's all this. What are they? Monkey jeans. Remember all the monkey? I feel like. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll be drunk, so it'll all be a blur. Pitching a tent, says Philip. Yes, in the sense of actually pitching a tent, all right? Physically pitching a tent, not just pitching a tent on a morning, if you get my drift. Be dental fun. Thanks, Val. I got a quote for that, and they want what they say they want now. They've revised it now because they found another one to do as well as having this one out. I got another one to do here, and they'll just give me a bit of a polish, you know, and that'll just be 350 quid. So I need all the money I can get. So small super sticker or super chat, that'd help the tooth fund. Thank you, Val. Big pink tent with a Sifter hotel. No. I took because one of the extreme metal detecting UK guys has got a old army landy and he's got a nice tent. That's our base and everything. And I took one of my pop-up gazebo things there, and the French decided to smash it all up for us on the last day. They bent all the uprights, so I had to leave it there. So that wasn't very kind, was it? Oh, Digger Christian, good hello to you. Rash TV is just subscribed. I think we'll probably find a party popper. Now, is Rash TV on the chat, or do I just, Knobhead Crew camping area ruled all? What, the LP ones? But you don't need to be so unkind to yourself, Scott. Yeah, Aaron can get his up fairly quickly. Anywho, it's an unusual thing to have a live subscriber on the stream. I'll just pull one of these crappy old things. It may work or it might not work. Oh, yeah, it worked. Oh, thanks for Rash TV. Sounds like some sort of porn channel. But, whew, much appreciated. Viper says you will be if Nocta Macro giving out free beer like they did last time. Woo! Free beer. Oh, Derek Naylor, good evening to you. Hi, folks. How's it going? Without going over old ground, I'm not staying long. Still don't feel brilliant for one thing and another. Our camping area is called Knobheads. It suited us very well. I'm not going to say nothing. Not saying a thing, because if I open my mouth, I'll only get myself into trouble. Is there a beach at Detectable? Well, it depends how hot it gets, I suppose. It could be like a bit of a dusty area. You could do a bit of a dust bath in. Bouncy Castle. Oh. Scots. South Coast detecting rocked out a Saxon strap end and a sweet Roman at Detectable. Legend. You know what I got? I got nothing. Well, I only went on the token field and I got nothing. But there you go. I'll bring a bucket of sand, says Southern Searcher. So there you go. You'll be at home, Aaron, and I might chuck in a couple of buggers into your sand so you can find a couple of 2Ps. John Clayton, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson Lang. Oh, God, it's a joke. I'm not going to read it out. Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Could have been worse, couldn't it? Pomsy got a button. No, I just thought I'd hit the token field, but alas, I didn't find anything. I didn't win anything on the raffle either, which is not good. Beer o'clock. I'll show that. Derek says his keyboard's not very good. Mr. Petticoat found a pinpointer. Really? Someone dropped a pinpointer? No, I don't know where Rob is. Undoubtedly he's trying to catch fire or something, or blowing something up. I'm not sure. Perhaps he thought, well, he ain't been on for a couple of weeks, so I can't be bothered. He won't be on for the third week. Hopefully get back to normal next week, people. So with the fines, so I need you to send some pictures in for next week, please. Terry says some little kid just let a firework off. Are you sure it weren't my party popper? Anglo detecting, unearthing our past. Good evening to you. Thanks for coming on. 27. Look, get my arm out of the way. I'll move myself. There we go. Move me over there. Look, and you can see the people on in front of the green leaf. Brad's not. Ooh. Oh, Aaron, that is too much information, mate. As they say, get a pencil and work it out. Derek says, I keep nodding off, and I think it's got soup on. No, I don't know. I'm not even going to ask what that means. We're just talking about GoPros, and if who uses a GoPro, and do you recommend a GoPro, and do you suffer from freezing or whatever they have a reputation to do? One bang, the whole street is out. Really? Anglo detecting, I've been out on the beach for 3 days. I'm in pain. I'll swap your pain for my pain. That's a fair swap. Sun Searcher, anyone else got a backlog of videos? Keep going through lockdown. I still have 14 ready to go. Blimey. I think if I put my mind to it, I've got 3 to do, but I just, as I say, last couple of weeks I've not had any inkling, or had no mind to do it. I just felt sorry for myself. So most I could do is to keep up with the school learning. Viper had no luck on Sunday fields. Even with a lift on Mine Lab's quad bike thing, still came back very happy from Detectable, even though I didn't find anything. No, if you haven't been to Detectable, you will enjoy it. Obviously the summer one's a bit bigger than the spring one. Don't know why, Anglo, that YouTube blocked your message out. Hope your toothache gets sorted. Yeah, well, antibiotics have helped. There must have been an infection now, and I'm just waiting for them to squeeze me in to have it out. Scott is saying, are you Valis, the best lady detectorist in all of Scotland? I'm just not as organised as you, Aaron. When I go out, I'm too knackered, and I just come back and I just have a bath and sit down and drink beer. We're very organised, Aaron. Do that. Viper fan of Rose Charles, first Rose filing yesterday, and silver bullet, and a Roman marble figure today. They're looking good for making some videos once the wind dies down. Yeah, Val's been on a roll. Like the latest thing, Val fans a gallstone, a brooch or ring or something. Why somebody'd have a gallstone fitted on a brooch or a ring, I do not know. Sun Searcher, sometimes I'm out every day. I could only dream about going out every day. I couldn't physically do it, mate. If I go out, I'll have to have a day or two to get me aches and pains over and done with. Yeah, gallstone set in silver. Blimey, Ash, don't you work? I thought being retired I could get out more, but COVID's put a stomp on that, and this homeschooling thing is a right pain in the rear. John, I won the competition in Canada, and since then we've been sending each other gifts, sending me loads of my stuff, everyone's stickers. I had doubled and sent him a Suffolk Sifter patch, and been getting stuff. Ooh, always good to keep in touch with people. I hope he wasn't too offended when he sent a Suffolk Sifter patch to him. Funny to say that. I did get on Facebook, some person just posted a picture of a Suffolk Sifter patch with no explanation. So it may be the one, John. I don't know. Guys, that wind mic from Amazon is tops if you're using a phone. $4.99. Boom. Well, I'll just, as I said earlier on, I've changed my setup. I'm going to use this now instead of a chest cam, and invested in a Rode, one of the little fluffy hermits what you can sit on here, and that's pretty cool. So you can put your camera down, walk around, and won't be tied to it with a wired lavalier. I don't know. I'm currently homeschooling my boy. Yeah. I got two girls, mate. I got one at high school, and the other one's at primary school. And the high school, to be fair, 90% good. She can do it all herself. All the stuff on, or mainly all the stuff on the learning, they can do online, fill it in, write, and send it in. The primary school is a different matter. You have to print it off, fill it in, take a picture, email it to yourself, and then upload it. As a right faff. YouTube's held your comment up, Aaron, about the porn. We'll show that. Mucky boy. Right, I'm going to give it till 10 o'clock because I've got a... If Rob was on there and I said I've got a real throb on, he'll be rude to me, but I'm talking about my head. And I'll give it maybe till 10 o'clock, and I'm going to slide silently away. Yeah, the kids, they've had enough now, mate, really. You know, we like having them home, but that's just the aggro you got to go through to get all the homeschooling done. They need to go back to school, definitely. Press photographer and an award-winning wildlife photographer. Terry said, of course you did, Steve. What about Scott Sifter? Do you ripper coil? I don't know what the damn thing is. No, it's no, not the ripper one, Aaron. Scott. On the Apex, I've got the Tornado. you know, this small one, this small coil. No, it's a Tornado, mate. I've got on there. Obviously got the original as well, and on the dais, I had a problem with my HF round, which I had to go back for, and I swapped it for an elliptical. I've gone round to elliptical now on the dais. Obviously I've got the X3511 as well, but just thought I'd give an elliptical a go. So no, not the Ripper. Pomsy talking about head. Was I talking about head? That always gets me into trouble. Little head leads to big head. Right, but I don't think it's really a good idea to send the kids back to school until all the same conditions are allowed outside school. I think we had a letter from the high school and they got to do this lateral flow type testing 3 times before they go back, and then once a week at home we've got to do it, and they're going to have to wear masks all the time now in class. They used to just wear it when they go in the corridors and that, but they got to wear these masks full time now. Detect Jim Paul, good evening, sir. How are you? Aaron, you keep posting these things. YouTube keeps hiding them. Ash, no boobs then. Val says my coil snapped off the other day. Oh no, that ain't good. That's definitely not good, Val. Southern Searcher, I do magazine stuff and do well selling prints. Yep. Scott, he saw dust on both. Not been out, mate. Haven't been out for 2 or 3 months. No, I don't think he saw dust because I did give it a polish the other day. I got it all ready to go, and then I was told that I'm not doing homeschooling on my own. You can't go out, so that put a stop to that. Yeah, Terry, I think the way it's going to go, they're going to phase certain years back, and then you have to take your kid in, have a test, then they stay for the rest of the day. I think they've got to do it 3 times, and then after that, that's once a week. You have to do it at home. I don't know what it involves, whether you spit in something or whether you shove a bud up your nose. I don't know, but we've got to do it at home once a week. I don't know how it's going to work. No boobies, sadly, Aaron. Derek says, I'm going to size that core. No wonder you got a bad head. Yeah, you'd take your camera there, mate. You'd get a few shots of people. I always said that coil that is not round was better, like elliptical. You'll see, apparently it finds a lot of little bits because I'll probably be digging up a lot more crap. I have a huge lens. I haven't used it for a while, but I've got a Canon, and I think I've got a Nikon 600 lens. That's pretty good, but I've not got into grey Canon lenses because they are terribly expensive. So what setup do you use in Southern Searcher? What camera you got, mate? Monty, good evening, Monty. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming up. You can talk lenses with Julian. The tooth, Monty, has not been done. I had a course of antibiotics and it's a lot better now, although it's still throbbing a bit. I'm just waiting to get the call and they're going to take it out. So it's not sorted yet, but I'm and a heck of a lot less pain than I was about a week ago. Drift detecting, Canon or Nikon. Went out briefly with the big coil, Terry, but it was a very, very muddy. You could hardly walk over the field, so I didn't really do a lot with it, to be fair. But I'm going to get out there when you get the kids to school. Hopefully, I can get out. Scott's got a 450. One's mine then. You know, bought this Canon about 3 or 4 years ago. It cost an arm and a leg. I've just thrown it down on the ground. Mine's just well, you can see what mine is. That's nothing special. It's a 700D, but that was what I used to use for my intros, outros. Bought a wide angle 10 to 18 to go on it, but it's just too heavy to lug about, so I'm not using that now. As I say, hopefully I've changed the setup, so I'm going to be using this now. You can just sling it into a holster and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We'll see how it goes. Just an email, and the Roman marble I found today is a torso of the goddess Venus. Wow. Has she got boobies on your marble, Viper? A Nikon, yeah, good. At its age, yeah. Tamron, yeah. No, there's no way I can afford some great Canon lenses. They are sort of 3, 4, 5 grand a pop, but I can't exactly remember the name of my lens I got. I got the wide angle, I got the standard 18 to 55 for the Canon. And if you bear with me, down here, my bag, do my zip. I've got this bad boy. It's a Tamron. The Tamron 70 to 300. Sorry, and I got a converter with it. So that's a fairly big old boy. And that does some nice moon shots. But no. So Tamron, not a bad bit of kit. Yeah, the wide angle for the Canon, that weren't too bad. That was about a ton. That's the 10 to 18 wide angle. That is really good if you're using your Canon to sort of vlog or do a piece to camera. That gets a lot in. With the 18 to 55, you know, well, you know the score. Monty, still not allowed to go detecting yet here. What, you can't go out? We can at the moment, but you've got to go local, and you can only go on your own or with family members or bubble members. Swift says, Derek, how you make it do 4K videos, iPhone 7. Mud Max was doing the washing up. What are you filming? What are you talking to me, Terry? Canon 70 to 200. Thinking about selling all the Canon gear. I don't use it much now, to be fair. Take most of I've got a video sort of camcorder as well. Don't use that much. It's mainly use your phone, don't you? All your pictures and that. I do like a, you know, SLR though, or DSLR. Viper's got to go. Great talking. Nice to see you. So just to prove I'm still alive, that's why I'm on here now. Hope to see you next week. Hope you're feeling better soon. I'm hoping to get this tooth out. I should be more happy when that's gone. I've had it 60 odd years, you know, so I can get by with the few years I've got left without it. So thanks, Viper. Nice to see you, mate. Wide angle or wide angle? Gary, good evening, Gary. If you had 1K to spend, what detector would you get? 1K? I don't know. 1K. On a Dias, I think full Dias is about 1400. So that'd rule the Dias out. Or you could get an ORX, I suppose. That's about 600-700 quid. I got a Dias. I got a Dias ORX because it's like you don't want to carry £9,000 a camera. Yeah, I mean the stuff I used to cart about when I started doing videos is unbelievable. Bloody great tripods, all my Canon gear. You know, I'm doing it now. I'm just gonna do it all on that. See how it goes. And get the odd shot on your phone, I suppose, but get a video of the extraction. I don't think they'd appreciate me setting a camera up. Might be a laugh though. No, won't be a laugh. No, no fines tonight, Scott. It's just I thought I'll just come up, have a talk. I'm going to go in a minute, mate, because I'm not 100% to be fair. I've got this banging headache, and I'll get back to normal, and I won't forget your picture, Scott. That'll be next week, and I'll do the mug draw next week. Should have been this week because it's the last Wednesday. So if you want to be in the mug draw, you know the score. Just small super chat, small super sticker, and I'll put your name under Dig It With Will. Have you filmed something under the sheets? Nothing happens under the sheets, Christian, mate. So there's nothing worth filming there. Dias Light 600. So yeah, I suppose £1,000. If you wanted to throw your grand around, you could get all your gear, couldn't you? Get your detector, you get your fines pouch, pinpointer, spade, everything really. Set yourself up. Knox is 800. Detector Ball, good evening. Crazy kids. I don't class myself as crazy. South Coast Detecting. You'll be up here in a minute, mate. Just watch out. You should see SpongeBob. I'm assuming, Aaron, that's for a go at the mug. There you go. South Coast Detecting. Woo! And you're in. You're in the mug draw. I better write it down. Right, I'm banging in for the mug draw next week, Aaron. Anybody else? Your last chance before I go off, if you're interested. Yep, you're in, Aaron. You're in. Question for Steve: is it true when you get over 55 sex icon? No, it's not the age what does it, Terry. It's the length of time you've been married. And I will not go any further than that. Detective Ball, 9 AM Thursday here in Maryborough, Australia. What time is it there? 10 o'clock UK time, 10 PM UK time. That's dangerous, Terry. You could fall off a windowsill. What are you all about? Oh, gone out of the window. I'm with you. Terry, it's when you get married. Yep. Do you know the biggest killer of the sex life? It's a cake. It's called the wedding cake. Once you get a wedding cake, mate, you can forget it. Size, you mean? What do you mean, Terry? Oh dear, I'm not going to go into it, mate, but for you youngsters, you will find out. You will find out. Derek says he'd get a new telly and an Ace 150. You're a cheapskate. You're a cheapskate, Derek. John's 40 years. You get less for murder. You could probably have 2 murders for 40 years, couldn't you, mate? So, and you'd be out. You're going to need a bigger lens. Terry says, a lot of new car you like. I love that when the new ones come out and you like can't. I just sit in it. No, I don't know. What I love, Brother Terry, is for you. What capacious questions about sexual life. Digger Christian, 63. I should be 61 in April. Don't forget it, mate. I shall remind you later on, and I'll give you my address to send me birthday card. 61 in April, if I survive that long. Detective Paul, first there's the engagement ring, there's the wedding ring, and then comes the suffering. Yeah. Right, 21 on, and I've not even shown a picture or done any fines pictures or given anything away. Terrible. I feel so bad. Steve has 59 years experience. What do you mean 59 years experience? John's 60 in October. I used to get free prescriptions because I'm diabetic, and a while back I went to get some more, I don't know, insulin or something. Went to get me card out for me. Oh, we don't need that now. Why? Because it's a magic number. I said, what do you mean? He said, once you're 60, you get free prescriptions. It's a pity you don't get free dentist treatment when you're 60. I'd rather have that. Scott, there's going to be a lot of podiums this year, Steve. What do you mean, mate? I don't need Viagra, mate. That's the last thing I want. No, don't need Viagra. That is no problem there. Aaron's 27. Detective Ball recently turned 54. 27 what, says Scott. 41 this year, says Terry. I want a bigger telly with his COVID. Spent enough time watching it, says Derek. Terry says 67. It's gone from sort of metal detecting chat into ages. So 67, Terry C. So looks like, is he the oldest on tonight? Anybody beat 67? Stone. Yep, free prescriptions when you're 60, John. So you'd have to keep laying out, or what are they cost now? £9 that a pop? I didn't know that either. And also, John, may I tell you another little delicacy you're going to have when you're 60, John? Russian digger, Steve, what do you think? I have 2 sons. Well, I thought I was late. I'm 61 now. I got my oldest is 12, and the youngest is 9. So, the chances of me seeing them married are fairly slim. Yeah, Terry's still a boy. Anyway, free Viagra. Now you got to be on a prescription. Mud Max, I'm 53, still young, a young prat at heart. Yes, this is for John. When you get 60, John, other people, put your fingers in your ears because you might not want to hear this. When you're 60, John, you get a little packet, a little box comes through the post, and it's a poo kit. You have to take a sample of your poo-poo. Apparently you have to lay one out, rub up and down with a brush, put it in, send it back. So there you go. Look forward to that when you're 60. I won't, mate, Aaron. I'll be lucky. I'd like to get to 75, 80, but I don't know. I think I'm getting too old to do metal detecting. Not. Russian Digger. Yes, guys, we are forever young in heart and soul. Eternally young. Eternally drunk. You don't get a bus pass till you're 65, do you, Derek? I think you can get a discount when you're 60, but when you get the free bus passes at 65, it might even be 67. I don't know. Blimey, a colonoscopy, can't pronounce that. Every year? Every year? Or is that to check things, or I think we're getting way off subject here, aren't we? It must be the medical channel. It's a medical channel. I had an appointment with a bowel camera. I said no. You've got to get a bit of colonic, mate. Get a bit of colonic irrigation on the go, where they ram the old hose pipe up there and flush out. Scott, you looked 38. When I found out that you were 50, I was very surprised. Scott is 50? Scotty dog, didn't know you were that old. 65 bus pass, is that right, Terry? Oh, I've got another 4 years to go then. Mind you, who the hell would go on a bus? Aaron was going to be 43 a week before Spring Detective was going to be a birthday weekender. Yeah. Then my next one, 44, for the next one next year perhaps. Oh, I see. History of bowel cancer in the family. I get you. Scott says you've been fooled, my Russian friend. 31. And a gallstone in silver. Right, I think I'm going to go. I need some more paracetamol. I'm reluctantly trying to avoid my codeine, although it's nice. It does me head in. So I'll go off to take a couple more paracetamol. Thank you very much for turning up, and I am still alive despite what people say. Hopefully the tooth will get sorted out and I'm just going to disappear off and have a couple of tablets. So thank you very much for turning up. It's been great to have a chat. Hopefully when we all get out again, we can go wherever we like to metal detect. Get the kids back to school. I can get out more. I'm not selling my pride and joy, Derek. That's the one thing I enjoy in life. Don't tell the missus, but I'll get another pension in a couple of years' time. I might upgrade to a newer model. But I never said that. Yep, thanks everybody. You're the people. Thanks for coming on. Much appreciated. I'm going to go here. No fuss or whatever. Do you want me to do the finger? Pot for the tooth. When I have the tooth out, see, I doubt they'll give it to me because it won't come out in one bit, and not that I would want it anyway. But if I get my tooth out for next Wednesday, I'll do a party popper. Who is the first stream next? I don't know. Who is? You might just about catch man with a hat. I think he was going on at 9. Yeah. So night, people. I'm going to hit the button here. I'll do this for Ian. See you next Wednesday. Definitely be here. And I'll do show your finds and everything. Send the pictures in, please. Email the pictures of your finds. See you next Wednesday, 9 PM UK time. Thanks again.